Hello, YouTube. I'm very excited for this. Today, this is off stream. This is just recorded for YouTube. Civ and Firaxis came out with their Ethiopia pack kind of trailer, and I want to kind of go through step by step and react to it in a way and kind of break some things down. So if you've already seen the video, good. If you haven't, link in the description. Go watch it before you watch this, because I'm going to be stopping and talking a bunch about it. So it's not going to be like, we're not going to sit and watch through it all and then go back and talk about it. We're just going to get into it. So, when I first saw this, I'm very, very excited for it. So let's get into it. Let's make sure it sounds up. Let's get into it.
Okay, we going?
Audio is going.
Can you hear me?
Speak.
Can you see me?
And video's going.
First off, that cat's freaking adorable.
Welcome to the developer update for the Ethiopia pack, the second DLC of the Civilization VI New Frontier Pass.
We're here to introduce you to some of the pack's new game content.
But first, for those of you who've purchased the New Frontier Pass,
So excited.
This update will also include our new leader personas for Teddy Roosevelt and Catherine de Medici.
I love that they're in costumes. I love how they look. They look great.
Teddy is an interesting historical figure, because on the one hand, he had an interesting definition of diplomacy, given his big stick philosophy. But on the other hand, he's also a staunch conservationist.
Rough Rider Teddy shows him in all.
Okay, so if we kind of look at this, so we've got Mr. Teddy Roosevelt. He still has his film studio, still has the Mustang, still has his Rough Riders. Cultures earned from kills on their capital's continent, of course, and fighting on. I think the 10 combat strength when fighting on hills is. I don't know if that's new. But the biggest thing that's new is that on the Roosevelt Corollary, I think that's how you say that. Of course, 5 combat strength on your home continent. But then envoys sent to a city-state you have a trade route to count as 2 envoys. That's going to be super, super good. So I'm excited for that. I think they took that kind of inspiration from Tamar with the religion.
His hard-charging New Frontier glory. It's only this version of Teddy that unlocks the unique Rough Rider unit.
Oh, okay. So I didn't hear this the first time around, but I guess what they just said is it's only this version of Teddy that now gets the Rough Rider. So potentially regular Teddy just gets the Mustang? I don't know.
His ability, the Roosevelt Corollary, still gives units additional combat strength on their home continent. It now also counts envoys sent to city-states that you have a trade route with as 2 envoys.
Very good.
Teddy uses Teddy's exhibit.
Alright, let's see what we can see here. There's like no new resources around. It's definitely late because they have aluminum and coal. And then just national parks. Happening here. I don't think there's anything else.
Existing art and focuses on his passion for nature and high up.
Okay, so settling that and then the park.
Tiles.
Meanwhile, our alternate...
Okay, I want to talk about these with Katherine. This is going to be crazy. This is the persona I'm most excited for. So, Catherine's magnificence. So, improved luxury resources adjacent to a theater square district or chateau receive 2 culture and may initiate the court festivals project in any city with a theater square district. Now, I think it says later in this, but those projects give culture and tourism. So, literally, you could easily be running those late game and close out your culture games way faster. I think it's going to be super, super easy to do a sub 200 culture victory with her with this, especially if you do abundant resources and you have a ton of luxuries and you really plan it out. That's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah.
Queen of Brands persona focuses on collecting as many copies of luxury resources as possible, and allows her to initiate the Court Festival project in any city with a theater square, which awards culture and tourism based on the number of excess copies of the luxury resources that France possesses.
Okay. Wait, let's back that up, because I think it says different resources, so it's kind of like Montezuma.
Theater Square, which awards culture and tourism based on the number of excess copies of the luxury resources that France possesses.
Okay, so it's on the excess number of luxuries, which is very interesting because usually you want to be trading those. But as Katherine, you're going to want to be hoarding extra luxuries. And I wonder if you can trade for excess luxuries as well to increase that. So, which is very important because that means you can turn gold in directly into tourism. So
now the big themes of DLC 2.
This guy's audio is
faith,
horrendous.
Diplomacy, and intrigue.
The centerpiece of the pack is, of course, our new civilization, Ethiopia.
Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. Okay, so this is something I want to talk about. Down in this bottom right corner, this is a unique tile improvement, I think. If you look here, this has to be some sort of religious building. It has birds around it, but I think the holy site is next to it. This has to be some sort of religion building here. I immediately saw that, and I was like, okay, so that's their unique tile improvement.
Civilization, Ethiopia. Its unique ability grants extra faith.
So, okay, I'm going to say what they're going to say for you. Their international trade routes provide faith. So trade routes with them are super, super good.
From international trade routes.
And you can see who this is. I don't know who the heck that is, but he looks kind of like piratey.
And gives you new things to do with that faith to help you claim a culture victory.
Also, if you see that funky looking obelisk, they get to that.
We'll be dropping Ethiopia's first look later this month, so stay tuned for all the details on that civilization and their leader.
This pack introduces a new district.
Gives you new things to do.
How did I miss this? Sorry.
With that faith to help.
This shows them buying an archaeological museum with faith. So, I don't think that they have a religion, but if they can do that, that's pretty much Jesuit education plus whatever other ability you want from your religion, which is kind of nutty. So
help you claim a culture victory.
We'll be dropping Ethiopia's first look later this month, so stay tuned for all the details on that civilization and their leader.
This pack introduces a new district, the Diplomatic Quarter. This is your hub for foreign policy and international relations.
Mechanically, the Diplomatic Quarter grants additional culture for each delegation or embassy from a foreign civ.
Which would be really good.
It also reduces the level of enemy spies targeting that district and adjacent districts. It's so powerful, you can only have one in your civilization at a time.
The Consulate provides additional influence.
Okay, let's break some of this down now. This is an interesting district. It's not exactly what I thought it would be, but it makes sense. That it provides culture is nice for diplomacy, so you can it makes diplomacy way more important. You can also if you're going for a science victory, you can place that and surround it by spaceports to kind of stop the AI from attacking your spaceports, as well as industrial zones and stuff like that. I wonder, I think it gives regular adjacency to other districts, kind of like the government plaza does. I want to back up though. Another thing that I want to talk about. So I just noticed too here on the map, if you look on the map on the bottom left, it looks like there's they only have 5 cities and they look pretty big. I don't know if that's just their gameplay. It might be this only has 5. I don't know. But they look like they're pretty spread out. If you look at the others, they're pretty compacted together. So maybe this is another try at a tall civ. So who knows? But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Not enough info on that yet. So let's skip ahead back to this.
Grants additional culture for each delegation or embassy from a foreign civ. It also reduces the level of enemy spies targeting that district and adjacent districts. It's so powerful, you can only have one in your civilization at a time.
The Consulate provides additional influence points every...
Okay, so let's check this out. The Consulate is, 2 influence points per turn. Enemy spies level reduced, of course. 4 gold, 4 science, and 2 faith, isn't bad for a building. That's pretty solid for a building. I think you get plus 4 science from a university, so, that it's a university and a market, right? Or is a library plus 4? They don't have, a market is plus 4 there, so yeah. In the bottom left, so yeah, it's like a library and a market in one, so that's nice.
Turn and reduces the level of enemy spies when they target that city or cities with encampments.
Meanwhile, the Chancery will grant additional science each time your civilization captures or kills an enemy spy. To prevent envoys from...
Okay, this is interesting too. So when you capture or kill a spy, you receive 50 science for every level of that enemy spy. So that's I kind of like that as a change, because you would send out a spy, and if they get captured or killed, whatever, either we build another one, or we just, the AI was usually pretty good about just being hey, I'll give you some money and some Diplo favor, and, give them back. But now, that, I don't know if that's going to really affect the spy game. It's really going to help you out, and it's really going to give you more of a reason to have counter spies. So I think the spy game in this is kind of upped, which is nice. I like that a lot. But yeah.
Becoming too powerful. Envoy bonuses are now directly tied to these 2 buildings as well.
Okay, that part, if you didn't catch that, it's that the envoy abilities are now tied to those 2 buildings. That's going to be interesting. So, that kind of makes it a must-have district, because those envoy abilities, which I think they're talking about, I don't know if they're talking about the suzerain ability, or if they're talking about the, one envoy, there's just not enough information on that yet. I assume if you have one envoy, you get, the plus 2 whatever. So it might be the suzerain bonuses that you don't get unless you have that. Or, the higher tier, 6 envoy bonuses to, universities and, research labs and that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. That's going to be very interesting. I'm curious to see what that is.
Finally, for players with Gathering Storm Horizon Fall, the Ethiopia pack also introduces secret societies.
Consider your options carefully, because there's no take-backs and there's no do-overs. There's no do-overs. Once your membership is confirmed, you're a member for life. For the rest of the game. You'll be fine.
Secret societies offer benefits to those they invite to join their ranks, and with your initiation comes a special governor with 4 unique promotions.
These governors operate in worldwide networks, and thus have no need to be assigned to a specific city.
Okay, I think this is a good stopping point. This is freaking awesome. This is the part that I'm the most excited about, and for good reason. So, I very much enjoy anything that is added to the game that gives me different options. I think that's one of the best parts about Civilization, is that there are so many different things that can give you so many different ways to go. So for instance, it's that my whole game can be changed by meeting one of these secret societies. And if I meet that secret society, that's going to direct my game. There are 4 secret societies. This one is the science one. So there's a science, a faith, a militaristic, and a what's the other one? The other one is a loyalty one, which with Eleanor is going to be freaking OP. So yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, I like things that kind of add another layer to the game. It adds more decisions. That's why, no game of Civ is the same. That's why you can, watch my gameplays, and then you can go watch, Potato McWhiskey's gameplays, and they're different. Because, 1, we have different styles, but 2, I think it's because each game gives a different set of options, and each game gives a different set of decisions you have to make to kind of view the direction of where you go. And I think with what they said in the beginning of, once you say yes, then you're in, it might give you the option. I hope that you kind of have to find them, or it looks like they find you, and you get to accept or deny. So that's going to be a very interesting and fun mechanic. And it's nice that they don't have to be in a city. They kind of just overall do what they do. So let's look at some of the bonuses.
Promotion effects offered by secret society governors apply to your whole civ.
But who are these societies that you are signing up for?
The Owls of Minerva are puppeteers who mastermind plots behind the scenes and use espionage to achieve their goals. Oh.
Okay, so they use espionage to achieve their goals. So this is one. High places, wealthy individuals, they focus on government, trade, and espionage. Oh, sorry, my kitty is flopping on my desk. So, let's look at this ability. So unlock sending an envoy.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
That you are signing up for.
The Owls of Minerva are puppeteers who mastermind plots behind the scenes and use espionage to achieve their goals.
Sorry about that. I have a kitty flopping on the desk. Okay, so unlocked by sending an envoy to a city-state, one economic policy slot. Each trade route sent to a city-state awards one envoy there. That's pretty awesome. Like, another economic policy slot is pretty lit. And I wonder if, because you don't know what these are, if they, like, rotate. That would also be cool, because you really don't know which one you're going to get next. Because you can't count on, like, the order. So, of course, unlocked in medieval era allows you to construct gilded vault building. Powerful replacement for a bank. Okay, I think they'll talk about that.
Goals. Oh, God. Oh, God. Joining their ranks gives access to the Gilded Vault. This new building has all the benefits of the bank, but also provides you commercial hub's gold adjacency bonus as culture and grants an additional trade route for cities with a harbor.
Okay. So yeah, that's awesome. Additional trade routes are good. Culture is good. Yeah. Like, all those things are good.
The Hermetic Order values alchemy and occult science above all else. Their success comes from theories and inventions that other societies dismiss as mere fairy tales.
Okay. So initiation, discovered or unlocked by discovering a natural wonder. Okay. Reveals the ley line resource on the map. Ley lines give a standard adjacency bonus to all specialty districts. That's pretty awesome. Unlocks in the medieval era. Okay, so it looks like these are unlocked by eras. And I wonder if the initiation is like if you find the thing first, like if you were the first to find a natural wonder, you get those. And I wonder if there's only there are only like one per civ, or if any civ can get these depending on what you find first. Because I think the other one was by what was the other one by doing? Oh, sorry, going too far. The other one was...
Oh, God.
Come on, what was the other one?
Puppeteers who mastermind plots behind the scenes and use espionage to achieve...
So, sending an envoy to a city-state. So, like, maybe if you send an envoy to a city-state first, then, like, you get access to this. I hope that that's kind of not the case, because I kind of want it to be more randomized. I think that's more fun. But who knows?
Their goals.
Oh, God. Joining their grants in
science. Other societies dismiss as mere fairy tales, such as ley lines, a new map resource only they can see, which gives standard adjacency bonus.
Look at that yield. 7 science? Sign me up. 3, 3, 7? What is that? 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 yield tile? That's also next to a wonder, though.
All specialty districts. They can even grant bonus yields whenever a great person is earned. Members of the society can build the Alchemical Society, a university replacement building that has all of the base university effects. But it also provides extra great merchant points, great engineer points, increased production, and gold.
So let's talk about the Alchemical Society. So it's really good. The production is nice. It's +2 production, cool. The thing that's most important about it is that it is more great engineer points, more great merchant points, and great scientist points. So great engineer and great scientist points, of course, if you're going for a science victory, you're going to have industrial zones because you're going to want to be like going to space. What pretty much the breakdown of a science victory is: do you have enough science to get through the whole entire tech tree to get to the projects you need to win? And then do you also have the production to do those projects? So getting great engineer points and extra great scientist points is awesome. Or not extra great scientists. You just get extra engineer points, which is good because those late engineers are who you're gonna want to accelerate your to space projects.
Perhaps from some lead-lined rail somewhere.
The Void Singers follow a dark religion of ancient gods.
So this is the religion one. This one's kind of cool. So initiate unlocked by discovering a tribal village. Okay, allows you to construct the old obelisk, which they'll talk about. Medieval era cities earn gold, science, and culture per turn equal to 20% of their faith per turn. Wow, that's pretty dope. Like that's gonna be pretty good. Like especially if you get somebody like Peter, like if you have an insane that allows you to really go hard for faith. And lets you kind of focus super hard on it and kind of catch up in everything else, like slightly. Unlocks the industrial. Okay, so unlocks the cultist unit. Purchase with faith. Uses a charge to reduce the loyalty in foreign cities and generate relics of the void. Okay, so generating relics, cool. Always love relics, especially if you're going for religion or religion into culture. Also, loyalty. So this might be the one I'm thinking about that might be super, like, OP with Eleanor.
And sow chaos to control adversaries. Joining them unlocks the Old God Obelisk, which
looks dope.
Monument, has all of the monument's base effects, and provides additional faith and great work slots.
So, 1 looks dope. 2 provides a great work slot. Like... Going faith into culture now is going to be so good, which I think is important because I think that makes you want to go for a religion early. And speaking from a deity perspective, it's kind of hard to get a religion. Like you have to put a lot of early game resources into it that could be going towards other things. So I think like early game religions are kind of getting more important. And like I don't like. I don't think you need to found a religion to like get this secret society, which could be nice still. You could still have high faith economy, but not be like have a religion. But still, I just think that the great work slot's lit. Like especially if you're Peter, like if you're Peter and get that, like because you get so many early writers, you could just start plugging them in and be getting early tourism. Like I want to see somebody go crazy with that. Like. That's going to be insane.
The Void Singers also have a unique unit, the Cultist. Purchased with faith, cultists can spend a charge to recruit followers in enemy cities, reducing the target city's loyalty by calling its citizens to madness.
The Sanguine Pact is a militaristic regime known for sapping enemies of their will to fight, shunning the sunlight, and absorbing nutrients through the blood of their... And these are vampires. Yeah, they're definitely vampires. Joining the Pact unlocks the unique Vampire unit, which gains combat strength when adjacent units perish. Instead of dying, vampires retreat to safety with 1 HP, and can be healed back to full with some good pillaging.
So a lot of people are kind of hating, like, vampires, zombies, and now vampires. This is pretty dope, though. Like, just, and because of this improvement, let's watch.
Castles can be placed in any empty tile in your territory or in neutral territory, grant defensive bonuses and extra yields, and in later eras allow you to teleport units between them.
That's super important. So again, what's one of the worst things when it comes to like some military victories? It's like going like kind of like in our Grand Columbia game. If you've not watched that, I'll put the little eye up here. If you've not watched that, we kind of did like a circular around the Pangea map that we had. And getting our troops literally from one coast to the other took like 20 turns. But if you can have a vampire put a castle on one side of your empire, put one on the other, you can teleport between, like that's cutting down your military victories by a lot. Because yes, it takes 20 turns for them all to move over there, but you could like teleport half your army, start some stuff, and then continue to provide support from the other side of your empire. I think it's cool, plus it provides extra yields, and it looks dope, so.
So there you have it. The faith of Ethiopia, the diplomacy of a new quarter, and the intrigue of 4 new secret societies with very different goals.
Civ fans, you are the best fans in gaming.
To keep up with all the latest Civ news, be sure to follow our social channels.
Next month, we'll be talking about the free content coming your way in the next game update.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, when you enter the vaulted halls of the elite, make your choices carefully. There's always one more turn.
Give me a high five if you love Civ. Oh, that's a double high five.
I waited for the end because that dog's freaking adorable. So, yeah, let's hop over to hello. Let's hop over to this and talk for a second. Yeah, so I hope that this kind of explained some things. I'm super excited for this new Secret Societies. The things I want more information on, definitely that unique tile improvement in Ethiopia, which we're going to get. I think that the envoy bonuses being tied to that one district is going to be super important for a lot of games. Like, that is going to be a huge game changer depending on what it is. And yeah, I'm overall excited. So I hope that you got something from this. I hope that this showed you kind of maybe some different perspectives. Showed you my thoughts from Dee. Sorry. And yeah, it's just like, I think it's good to kind of keep up with like what's going to happen. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this. If you like what you're seeing, if you like the other Let's Plays, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. I absolutely love doing this. I'm glad that I started doing this a month ago. And you guys are awesome. Plus, if you want to join us on Twitch, and like hang out with us in person and help us play games and like just have a great time, come check us out on twitch.tv/the_civ_architect. Of course, that is also linked below. Join our Discord. We have a lot of great people in there. And yeah, I'm excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it all the way through this, you are awesome. I love you. And come hang out with us. Goodbye.